Hi, and thank you for joining me for today's Footsteps to Brilliance training. My name is Alyssa Moss, and I'm the Digital Literacy Specialist with the Innovative Approaches to Literacy Department at the Colusa County Office of Education. Today we'll be talking about the Footsteps to Brilliance areas of Parent University and Parent Resources. This is our third video of the Parent Academy series, so please make sure to watch our other videos before watching this video. This video has been pre-recorded in order for you to watch it as many times as you would like to or need to. You can also share it with other parents if you would like. For questions about Footsteps to Brilliance, please contact me at amoss@ccoe.net or 530-531-7055. You can also contact our literacy liaison, Stephanie Santana, at ssilvis@ccoe.net or 530-491-9405. Stephanie speaks Spanish, so if you're more comfortable with Spanish, be sure to contact her. Follow us on Facebook at CCOE and Literacy for All. We also have a website, www.andliteracyforall.net. Okay, let's get started with today's video. We will begin by visiting www.andliteracyforall.net. You'll see that we have the Footsteps to Brilliance app here, in addition to our two Clever Kids University apps. I will discuss Clever Kids in a later Parent Academy video. Today we're just focusing on Footsteps to Brilliance. By having a Footsteps to Brilliance account, you're able to log into all three apps, and they are all free. As long as you are a Colusa County resident, you have access to all three apps for free. To download the app on your smartphone or tablet, go to your app store on your iPhone or Android and search Footsteps to Brilliance. We recommend initially registering for Footsteps on a computer and then accessing it later on a computer, smartphone, or tablet. At the App Store, you will see the Footsteps to Brilliance School Edition icon. That's what you see here, and that's what you're going to download. The steps to log into the app will be the same through the app or on the computer. So let's go ahead and let's log in online. If you don't have a parent account, please watch video 1 as I go into detail about registering for one there. So I'm clicking on log in. And you'll notice on this page that there are 3 different login options. There is the orange box, which is the super secret code, and then there's also a red box here for student ID. Those 2 boxes are for your child. So if they want to log into their Footsteps to Brilliance account on the computer, they can do so by going to this page here, clicking on F2B login, and then it will take you to this login screen. You also have the username and password option, and that is where parents and teachers will log in. Over here, there is a circle you'll see. Half says ENG and the other half says ESP. This is because you have the ability to go back and forth between English and Spanish on your page. And you can do that at any time on this page and in the apps. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and log in with my username and password first. If you would like to pause the video here to take some time to log in, please do so. If not, keep watching. So your username and password are going to be the same that you used to sign up for your parent account. Okay, and now you'll see that we've been taken to a page that has all 3 of our Footsteps to Brilliance apps, and there's also this purple Parent Resources button. You'll have access to Parent Resources in all 3 of the apps themselves, but you can also click on this button here to get into Parent Resources. So let's go ahead and let's click on the Parent Resources button here. Okay, and then this is going to take you to a page that has the names of your children listed. So here's my name as a parent, and then here's the child's name for the student section. On this page, you'll see it has when your child first logged into the app, and then the last time they logged in. You'll also see the number of books read, book buddies. So it looks like the child has not yet done book buddies. There's games, create a book in my journal. So how many of those have been created, how many project-based learning activities have been done, and the number of vocabulary words that your child has been exposed to. You'll also see a usage section over here that tells you how many minutes your child has spent on the app. Now, let's say you want to go in and see the number of books read that your child has done so far. So what you'll do is you'll click on the number, and then it will tell you the number of books that have been read by your child. And what you'll notice here is that it has content for all of the apps that your child has accessed. So we'll see some names of books here that have been in Footsteps to Brilliance, and there's also some that have been in the Clever Kids pre-reader, so the red app. It'll also tell you the learning objectives for each of the books that have been read, the date and time, and when it was done. So we have after school, so it would be the evening. We also have the weekend, and then how much time was spent on those books. Okay, so let's say we want to just explore one of the apps that our child has experienced. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and click on my child's name, and it's gonna show me here information about Clever Kids and information about Footsteps to Brilliance. So we have usage here. So if I want to see everything my child has worked on for all of the apps, I will just click on usage here, and it doesn't matter if I click on this one or if I click on that one, because it will show me content for all of the apps my child has accessed. So it tells you every single thing that your child has done. So games, books, in one app and then another app. So it shows you more information and the time spent again. But let's say that I want to just see what my child has been working on for one app. Well, what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to click on the all apps up here, and then on the drop down you're going to see that there are different options. So let's say I just want to see what my child has been working on for Clever Kids University pre-reader. So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to click on apply. Okay, so now I'm looking at Clever Kids, and it tells me exactly what my child has been working on in that specific app, and also when they've done it, time spent on the app. If I want to look at another app, I just do the same thing. I click on it under this curriculum section, and I click on apply. And I can see content for Footsteps to Brilliance. I can see everything that my child has worked on for that specific app. And if I want to look at a specific date range for when my child's worked on that, I can apply that here. There's also options over here to print and export this information. So if I want to print the information, I just click on print, and I can print this page. If I want to export it, what that means is if I click on this, it's going to turn all of this information into an Excel spreadsheet. And then that spreadsheet is something I can save to my computer. I can also print it on my computer. So there are some options there for seeing what your child has been working on. Now let's look at the left-hand side of the page here. You will see a lesson plans button. Let's click on that. This is a great resource for distance learning and homeschooling because Footsteps to Brilliance provides lesson plans for you to use at home. Let's go ahead and click into a couple of the lesson plans to see some more information about them. So for example, let's click into this red app, the Clever Kids pre-reader. And by looking at these lesson plans, we can see that this one focuses on the alphabet. So there are 26 weeks of content here. So let's go ahead and let's click into week 1. And let's go ahead and click on week 1 lesson plan. Now you can see this lesson plan shows you what to do each day of the week with your child. So week 1 is ABC, so being able to identify the letters. Week 2 is math. Week 3 is science. Week 4 is letter sounds. And week 5 is art and music. So it tells you exactly what to do for each activity for that day. It also gives you an extension activity and a home extension. Well, let's go ahead and let's go back and let's explore another lesson plan. Okay, let's do nursery rhymes karaoke. So nursery rhymes karaoke, this is one that you'll find on level 1 of the Footsteps School Edition app. And let's go ahead and click into the Itsy Bitsy Spider. Okay, so you'll notice here, just like with the other one, that there is a lesson plans star, and then there's some other additional activities that you can do with Itsy Bitsy Spider. So let's go ahead and click into lesson plans. And then Common Core lesson plans. So here you will see the Common Core your child should be learning in school and how it ties into this Footsteps to Brilliance nursery rhyme. There's vocabulary words, there's learning objectives, and there's also day-by-day activities that you can do with your child with the story or song. So you can see day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 5, and then there's bonus mystery bag. So that is another activity that you can do with your child, and that's 1 week full of content. So if we go back to the lesson plans, you'll see that there's a lot of other stories that you can use and nursery rhymes that you can use with your child for that specific part of the school edition Footsteps to Brilliance level 1. So let's go back to the other lesson plans. And let's go ahead and go into Mega Mouth Decoder Songbooks 2. And see there's some more stories, and we'll click on Able the Apple Songbook. There are more things that you can do with your child. There's flashcards, recipes for success. So let's go ahead and click that. Here's some more options for you to use. So the lesson plans option is really great if you want to add some supplemental learning at home with your child, or if you are a homeschool teacher. Let's go ahead and let's look again at this left-hand side, and there's this help button right here with the mouse with the question mark. So let's click on that. Now this page will take you to another one that has information for parents and teachers. So if you're a teacher, you can find some information here. And if you're a parent, here is Parent University. As you can see, for parents, information is in both English and Spanish. So let's go ahead and let's click on Parent University here. So there's a lot of questions on here that are the questions that parents ask the most. So how do I see my child's usage? How do I access Footsteps? There's even a video on here about how to read one of the stories with your child. But let's say you have a question that is not found on this page. Well, if you look up here for a new support ticket, if you click on that, it will take you to this page where you can ask a question to a Footsteps to Brilliance team member. So this is a great option for you if Stephanie or I aren't available. So let's say it's an evening or the weekend and you aren't able to get in touch with us and need some help, you can always do that by submitting a ticket. Before we end the video today, I would like to show you inside the Footsteps to Brilliance apps where you can find both the Parent Resources button and the Parent University button, because I know that we've kind of gone off the beaten path a bit here, and so when you're actually in the apps themselves, it's important to know how to access them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log out of my account, and then we're going to go through the same steps again. So I'm on the andliteracyforall.net website. I'm going to click on F2B login, and I'm going to log in with my username and password. Now I'm going to click on Footsteps to Brilliance School Edition. And once the page is done loading, I'll show you where they are both located. So if you look on this left-hand side here, there's the Parent Resources button. So that's where we went to see how our child is doing on the app, what they're interested in, and that is also where you go for the lesson plans. And then on the right-hand side over here, next to switch apps, we have the need help. So need help is where you'll go to Access Parent University to get your questions answered when Stephanie and I aren't available. Thank you for joining me today for the third video in our Parent Academy for Footsteps to Brilliance. In our next video, I will go in depth into level 1 of Footsteps to Brilliance School Edition. This level is appropriate for pre-K through first grade children. If you need help downloading the app, navigating the app, or have general questions about Footsteps to Brilliance, please contact Stephanie or I. Thanks again for joining me, and we'll see you next time.